Sound check, sound check, sound check. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I guess we'll find out. We are on the new computer configuration. Like, not new computer, but the new... Did he? Sorry, I just realized he has something in mind. Give me that. So we mostly have everything back together. Mostly. I have to do chat on my Kindle because of how the monitors are set up currently. So, we do have that going on. So do bear with me in that regard because I haven't gotten my new glasses yet. They're on the way. They've been ordered. Just trying to get comfortable here. This keyboard tray doesn't like to stay out. It keeps trying to roll back in. Alright. So we canceled stream yesterday because we had to get everything reset and reorganized, and we had to try to get the new camera to work, which was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, but it wasn't. It's sort of working. We haven't been able to get it to work through the software that came with the camera, but we've got it working through OBS, which I guess is more important. We might have to replace a cable to make it work through its software, which seems ridiculous to me, but what the fuck ever. So we didn't do a Streamland Park day, so we are going to be picking up today with Park Oceania. This is the challenge zoo between the husband and I. He was gonna try to stream tonight. However, after going around in circles with FedEx and Amazon over both of our desks, it said they weren't supposed to arrive until the 17th, and then suddenly mine said out for delivery, and we're like, what? Or we thought it was both of them out for delivery because it showed a photo of both desks in the order and only had one tracking number, and we're like, so they both went out for delivery? Because they both came from the same company. And we're like, okay. When FedEx showed up, they only dropped off one desk, mine. And we're like, wait a minute, there's another box. According to the tracking, because they're showing both photos and one tracking number. And we're like, what? So we're like calling FedEx. We opened a ticket. We're like, where's the other box? Because the way this looks, it looks like there should be two boxes. And finally managed to contact the seller. And Amazon, or no, we contacted Amazon or something. And Amazon's like, well, if you don't hear from the seller by the 14th, get back to us. And we're like, okay. Well, we heard back today with a new tracking number for his desk, apparently. And it seems that no, they didn't ship them together. And they gave him the proper tracking number now, and his says out for delivery right now. So his is going to be showing up, so he might be in the middle of putting his desk together and might not be done by the time his stream time rolls around. So we'll see. He may or may not be streaming tonight. I will let you all know on Twitter. Alright, so last week, we were working in the new section now. We started the new section. Oh, by the way, it might be a little echoey in here, and I apologize, but I haven't gotten everything back up on the walls yet. My fluff wall is changing to directly behind me, so that might help absorb some of the echo. But we've got a lot of stuff pulled down off the walls. We're doing like a full overhaul spring cleaning in here, so sorry. It's the way it is right now, but you know, we'll get there. I got this keyboard tray specifically because this desk didn't have one, and now it keeps trying to close on me. So we're in the new section. The new section, he's calling it the surprise block. We made our giant burrowing cockroach sign, 3D sign, that took forever last week. Because there wasn't a sign for the species in the game, which kind of sucked. But, you know, we're making do, we're making do. So we made that. We made our little bug hut for the display for these guys. And we did some landscaping here and here just to get that filled out. And now we need to work on the keeper hut for this section. I think I put them in the staff room that was over here. So we are going to pick up where we left off, working on this guy. So hope everybody's having a decent Saturday. It is cold here. There's talk of it getting like stupid cold tonight. Well, not tonight, tomorrow. Like -20 Fahrenheit wind chills. Which isn't the norm here. Oh, I cannot wait for these glasses to come in. I just hope they're gonna be the same as when I tried them on in the eye doctors. Because that would be terrible to be excited about it and then... Wait, is that right? Yeah, I guess so. Looked like there was a bit of a gap there, didn't it? So this is my first time doing much of anything in this setup. And I pulled my wrist rest off my old keyboard tray. I was like, oh, I'll just drop it on this one. But, my chair is so much lower compared to everything over here that it's fucking ridiculous. I feel like I'm so far away from everything, and my chair will not go any higher. It just won't. It's not possible. Alright, let's try being back a little bit further, see if that's gonna be better. Because my chair is at such a height that the wrist rest is either fucking uncomfortable. Well, actually it's uncomfortable without it and with it. Go figure. Alright, I need this. Alright, so our rope color is that. Oh shit, which one's our proper blue color, or wood color? Is it this one? It might be this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, goodness. I am still trying to get my shit together today. I am very tired. I mean, that looks like it's the right... Okay, so what is this? 827, 161. Okay, so yeah, we picked the right color. Okay. So yeah, we have to reorganize the fluff wall still. No, that's too high. We were right the first time. I'm not comfortable, and it's bugging me. Something, I feel too low, or the keyboard tray feels too high, but we couldn't lower it any further. So I guess that means I'm gonna have to get a new chair. So we're gonna have to measure this chair. See if we can get something that goes a little bit higher. Let's... Alright, we need something back here. Well, I'll tell you what. Did we blueprint this guy? I don't think I did. Can I duplicate you? I can. Question is... Oh look, Stream Elements decided to join us. I didn't think they were gonna... Oh, he's gonna be way too big. Nope. Too big. Well, we tried, right? Let's see. Let's grab a flat tiki Steve. So put you there. Now I need something. I need a lower profile mouse is what I need. Could do the awning, I guess. Oh, that's what we need on the front. I'm like, something's missing. Okay. So we also swapped back to opposite sides of the room. And I am facing a slightly different direction with the microphone, so hopefully it's not gonna pick up too much road noise now. I mean, it might right now just because. Oh yeah. So I am very echoey in here. I can hear it. So yeah, hopefully everybody's day is going all right. Right, facilities, let's take that out. My replacement speakers for the new speakers just came this morning, so it's another thing that we were trying to figure out, because then none of my audio was working right. We had it working, and then suddenly when I was about to go live, my wireless headphones weren't picking up, although I hadn't tried them yet since we moved everything. So something got borked there, either with the antenna or something. And yesterday, when we were setting everything up and doing all the moves on everything, I went to plug my headphones in, the ones that aren't wireless, and I was like, wait a minute, there's no headphone jack on these speakers. And the husband's like, what? I was like, we specifically got these because they had a headphone jack. Oh, that's right, I was gonna do the awning. Apparently, the color I grabbed, because I was like, oh, I want the brighter color, did not have the port for the headphones. The only ones on closer inspection, when I went back and re-looked at everything, that had the port was the expensive semi-Bluetooth capable ones that were like $30 more. I was like, really? Won't that just burn your ass? Eve. Awning. Okay. This keeps grabbing upside down for some unknown reason. So how is everybody today? Everybody doing alright? We're supposed to get some kind of snow tomorrow. Nobody's really sure how much, though. Oh, wait, did I might have blueprinted this. Hold on. Like I thought I did, but then when I went back to try to find it, it wasn't there. Did I actually update this, or I did? Alright. Sometimes I'm really good at changing my mind to the way something looks. Or decided that, no, I need to add a piece or take a piece away. And I'm really good at forgetting to go back and re-update the blueprint. Just got settled after work here. Yeah, so the way I have the monitors set up, they're not side by side or even that close to each other anymore, because I've got like an art station set up on one side of the desk and the other side is for gaming streaming now, and so I can't see the second monitor without craning really uncomfortably constantly, so I've got chat going on my Kindle. It's right in front of me now, so hopefully I'll like notice it more. Don't know if I will. That's the plan. Probably not. I gotta get used to looking down for the chat again. So it took some heartache and frustration, but we think we got the new camera working enough, so we should be making your Chex Mix sometime this week, more than likely. I'll send you the tracking number when we ship it. But we might ship it out maybe Thursday or Friday. Because we had to reschedule the cat's vet appointment from yesterday to Tuesday. Because we weren't sure what the weather was going to do, and then the vet called us at like 8:30 in the morning. They're like, hey, so did you want to come in or no? Apparently they were there because a puppy or a dog had given birth or something, so they were dealing with that. Because I saw photos later in the day that they posted. But we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get out of our driveway and stuff, but it was like, it was nothing at 5:30 when Momo made me take him out, and then when we looked outside when the vet called, we're like, oh. Russell's like, yeah, no, let's go and reschedule that. Because it was a little questionable as to if the roads looked icy or not. Oh, don't bother, boss. He got some from Amazon, and they did bad things to him, so he can't eat them anymore. Thank you, though.
Yeah, sorry, boss. I got some, and it turns out my guts can't take it anymore.
Or they changed an ingredient that now disagrees with him.
Yeah, because they made them smaller, and they changed what was inside and stuff. It's kind of weird.
You understand that, Strife? Yeah. So, much disappointment.
Just one more thing from my childhood I can't enjoy. Especially
after he got several boxes. But that's okay. We ended up taking them down to our town's like free pantry thing. So we're like, well, if we can't eat them, somebody should. But thank you. Yeah, pretty much. You know, if you finally get the cash to get the thing that you've been looking at forever, and then it sorely disappoints. So yeah, I was really upset when we couldn't get the camera to work yesterday, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This thing was expensive. Like, it was more expensive than I would have picked out myself. And I'm just like, no, why isn't this working straight out of the box? And then we're seeing things of people saying, oh yeah, so this camera, this expensive camera, yeah, it doesn't work right out of the box. There's something wrong with one of the cables. You have to replace the cable. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This expensive ass camera is not gonna work right out of the box. I've got to then buy another cable and wait for this cable to come? Are you fucking kidding me? because we could not get the software to show the camera screen, and it kept like acting like something else was hijacking the camera. When Russell gave up, I sat down and I was like, let me just see if Discord will recognize it. And I got a picture. And I was like, huh. This was like an hour and a half later. After driver installs, driver uninstalls, restarting this, reseating this card, like all of the things. And I was like, hey sweetie? He's like, what? And I'm like, I've got a picture. He goes, you do not. I was like, I do? He goes, what did you do? I selected it on Discord. He's like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, I'm telling you, I selected it on Discord and I've got video.
I didn't doubt you, I was just pissed off.
And he's like, okay, we'll try to do the thing on OBS then. He goes, you might have to make a new input. So it took me a few minutes to get that sorted, and I'm like, yeah, I got a picture, and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? No, you know what, I'll do it. Did I did. Like, it suddenly looks blank over there. And that would be why. If you hear weird scrapey noises, the cat found one of their plastic springs and they are chasing it all over. Like they were at some point between 5:30 and whenever. These animals do not respect sleep at all. Momo slept all day yesterday for the most part. Didn't want to go out, hardly made a peep. We made him go out twice. Because I'm like, dude, there's no way you don't have to pee. Come on. He didn't want to go outside in the cold. Second I go to bed, I want to go out now. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, I want to go out now. I'm like, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Why can't I? Cats, if you rip one of these wires out, I am gonna be livid. Thank you. I just wanted the fucking rock. That, excuse me, my toes are right there. Can we not? I used to be against the wall, leave the house too cold. Yeah, and I was fine with that because I was like, oh, old man's hurting. But the second I go to bed and fall asleep, he's waking me up. Hey. Hey, I want to go out now. I'm like, what? I want to go potty now. I'm like, Momo, it's 2 a.m. Grrr. And I'm like, Momo. Momo, it's 2 a.m. You've got potty pads, bud. Grumble, 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 grrr. Fixed his blankie. There, will that appease you? Can we just do the blankie fix for now? $4 a.m. Grrr. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, buddy, it's still too early to go outside. You've got to use your potty pads. It's too early. They were spotting coyotes recently. I really don't want to go outside by myself at that time of night with a small prey animal. I would just rather not. Especially when Russell's asleep and he doesn't realize I'm outside. So, yeah, no. Let's wait a little bit longer. Okay. Especially since we had a damn near heart attack when we came back from Walmart getting some last minute supplies. For the next couple of days we needed a couple gallons of milk. He had to replace his sweatshirt because he got straw all in his other one from unloading the straw bales for the RV. And the straw wouldn't come out. And he had to grab a couple more pairs of shorts. while they had them. And my mom wanted extra half and half. And we grabbed like a additional... No, we got milk. Yeah, no, we got an additional milk and, you know, some other things because we're gonna go through it the next couple of days, so that way we don't have to go anywhere or have to worry about walking down to the closer grocery store and them having what we need. It was cold as hell, so we came back. I forgot where that story was going. It's like, why did I start this? We pulled into the driveway and we saw something running across the street with its like tail kind of funnily tucked, and it kept like stopping every few seconds, looking real spooky, and we're like, what the fuck is that? And the shape of it at first kind of looked like a coyote, and we're like, is that a tiny coyote? No, it was a cat. Once we got a better look at it, we're like, Jesus Christ. I could have done without that heart attack there. And when it gets quiet around here, it gets quiet. Like, last night was so bizarre. It was just deserted. And it's never usually that deserted. The roads really were okay. I mean, it was fucking cold out. I think it was down to like, the wind chill was down to 12 or 14 last night. When I took Momo out at like 5:30, something like that, it was like 14 because I checked the temperature when I came back in. And it's just absolutely deserted for a Friday night. It was bizarre. We felt like we like didn't get a memo about something. I was like, are we like not supposed to be out traveling? Like what's going on here? Now our lovely governor has already issued a state of emergency so that they could activate the National Guard. I'm like, it's gonna be 3 to 5 inches of snow. What? we need to activate the National Guard for 3 to 5 inches of snow. What is... What? Okay. I guess. Sure. Hear rustling in the bushes when you walk in. When you walk to your car and it's 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, they don't really have that. They're not very well equipped with snow removal equipment down here. Although, holy hell, like the first time ever that I remember, we saw salt lines on the road on one of the county taking care of roads between here and Fayetteville with the snow the other day, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? Those are echoes of home. I was just like, wow. That's amazing. Do we want to... No, we don't really want to, but I probably should since it's right here next to everything else. Yeah, like, I'm like, we really need the National Guard for this. Like, seriously? Oh, damn it. That's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. that's just crazy talk. This keyboard tray feels crooked, sweetie. And I don't know why.
There's only so much I can do, hon.
I know, I'm not sure if it's me or if it's... Maybe I got used to the other one being janky. So we'll see if his desk shows up today. So if it does, there's going to be banging and stuff in the background, and I apologize ahead of time, but we'll see if it shows up in the time frame that we're still streaming today. What is my problem today? Green, thank you. Stop grabbing the other fucking color. So I still have to finish redoing the fluff wall. I got that pulled down from where it was. I have the new location set up, which will be a lot closer. So that's good. But I'm switching the bags over from like sandwich size Ziplocs to freezer size no, a sandwich size to like quart size. So I need to add more fluff to the bags, which, you know, is better in the long run because then I don't have to fluff as often. And that will let me hopefully get the skeins of yarn a little less full because I got a new container to try to put all of it in. And looking at all of the yarn I have, I'm like, let's see if we can make this fit. I got rid of so much shit. Found shit I was looking for previously. Do I want to go behind? Keep people from... So yeah, we're gonna see how the new camera does tomorrow and how my lighting looks. I think it still looks a little dark, but we'll see. It was either a little dark or a little washed out. Like I couldn't really get it to cooperate too well. I think we might have a cable coming for it. Did you ever order the cable for that?
For what?
The camera? Or no?
Which cable?
The cable that we thought we have to replace on the camera?
No, because you got it working. It's obviously
oh,
on
okay.
the cable.
Well, the software we couldn't get to work.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what you were talking about getting the cable for. We like got into some sort of camera controls through OBS. I don't know if they're the right ones. I mean, the camera might be bright enough. It might just be the lighting on that monitor. We'll know better tomorrow. So I didn't get any editing done for the past couple of days here. It's been non-stop trying to get our room back together. And we're still not quite done. We found some stuff we could donate. I found a whole bunch of like crusty paintbrushes and stuff. I'm like, I haven't used these in how long? So I got rid of some stuff. I actually got rid of quite a lot of stuff. Why did you just tap the underside of my foot? Who is it? Cow. Shoulda known. Spin this guy. Yeah, so husband may or may not be streaming tonight. Depends on when the desk shows up and if he gets it put together and everything transferred over in time. I'm really mad I'm gonna have to get a new desk chair now. Like, really mad. I feel like I'm reaching. To, get to my mouse and keyboard. Which is kind of a strange sensation. Too far. So we're doing French toast tonight for dinner. I need to put grippy feet on my footrest because it keeps sliding. It's that, or I steal that one mat that we had in the kitchen. Which I might do instead. Because making the grippy feet is gonna take a few days to dry. You love breakfast for dinner? Yeah, my mom likes it every so often, so I was like, you know what? It's gonna be a fucking bullshit weather for the next couple of days. I was like, so let's do French toast. It's something different from what we normally have, and then Sunday night we're gonna do creamy tomato soup and grilled cheese. And if it's still real fucking frigid, we might do the same thing on Monday night, just for simplicity. And in case I have a migraine from the weather, because that's something that Russell can cook, that we all eat. Cal, what are you doing over there? Because you look awfully suspicious when I stood up. You're like looking at me like you think you're about to be in trouble, and that's usually never a good sign. Russell's got some stuff over on that side of the room that he still needs to go through. We got some shelving for our dining room storage area. Oh my god, what a difference a set of shelves can make. Like, holy shit. Like, we didn't really get rid of much out there yet. But we got these 2 sets of shelves, and now all of our extra paper towels and toilet paper are chilling out on them, and oh my goodness. It just doesn't seem quite so cluttered and disheveled and all over the place. And it's up off the floor in case the doggy decides that they don't want to potty on their potty pad. Oh, I didn't get the chance to tell you guys. So I opened the new rug shampooer the other night. Yep.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get shelving in there for ages, and I finally could afford a good deal on a couple metal shelves. So
yeah, these guys are sturdy. They're not some. Did you take your pill?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Thank
you for checking.
Not some like cheap ass gonna fall apart if you like sneeze at it shelving. That's pretty sturdy. And so we've got all of our bulk paper products on there, and oh my goodness, the floor just looks so much better out there. My mom was happy because she could get to the stuff a lot easier instead of it just like an avalanche of shit in that corner that the vacuum and rug shampooer were standing guard over. However, we opened the rug shampooer, and I'm standing there trying to read the instructions. The husband was about to do dishes, and I'm reading everything over, and I'm like, okay. And I'm pulling the pieces out, and I'm looking at them. And Russell came out of the bathroom, and he's like, huh. I'm like, yeah. And then he's like trying to put it together for me. He just like walked over and started like popping stuff into slots, and I'm like, I said, this is the water tank. And he's like, yeah, okay. I said, do you see how small this water tank is? This is gonna take like 4 to 5 water tank fills in order for me to do this rug. And he kind of looked at me, and then he looked at the tank, and then he looked at the room, and he's like, huh. He goes, maybe not. And I'm like, sweetie, I'm the one that primarily shampoos this rug. I know how many water tank fills it took on the other one, and it was about 2 to 2.5. This one is half the size of that. I don't know what the fuck this is, but... And I'm not ungrateful for the gift, but this is not for a heavy traffic area. This is for, like, a light thing. And I pushed it, and I was like, oh my god. And he goes, what? I said, this thing is light. He goes, what? I said, it's light. He goes, and I said, sweetie, you remember how heavy the other rug shampooer was, right? He's like, yeah. I said, this feels like a Fisher-Price lawnmower bubble thing compared to that. This feels like a toy. I'm like, how much did they pay for this? And he goes, I don't know. I said, did you not request a picture of this thing before you okayed the purchase? And he goes, no. He goes, she just asked and said it was on sale. And he said, and I said, yeah, go ahead. I was like, sweetie, it's your mom. You have to ask for more detail and names of things before she buys them, because she got hosed. We decided to give it the benefit of the doubt and tried it. There wasn't much suction on this thing. There was a little bit. However, it took 10 passes of the same spot. And then like an additional 4 passes coming back a few minutes later. And it still looked no lighter. The other one, you could see even a marginal difference after a couple of passes. And this one, like the water was yucky in the sucky tank. But, it didn't look like we did anything. And I'm like, I know it's been like 2 months since I've been able to shampoo this rug. But there should be some sort of difference happening here, right? Like, something seems wrong. And Russell's looking at the... Then Russell decided to do it. He goes, maybe you're not doing it right. So he decided to do it. He did the majority of that rug. And when he was like halfway through, he's like, this thing is a piece of shit. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I mean, I wasn't really that happy with it, but it was a gift and I was trying to make it work. But he's like, this is awful. He goes, what brand is this? I said, Hoover. He goes, oh, for fuck's sake. He goes, if I had realized it was a Hoover, I would have told her not to bother. I was like, well, what was the brand on the other one? He goes, I don't know. It was a red triangle. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's Bissell. They know what the fuck they're doing. Because that's like Bissell's bag, right? Is the rug shampooers. It's like what they were known for before anything else, really. But like, and then we were worried that we were going to water damage the subfloor because we were going over the sections so much to try to get anything to happen. And Russell's like, I really want to know what this floor is underneath of here. I was like, well, isn't it going to be like the same hardwood that's in the hallway? And he goes, not necessarily. So he found a section of floor that we don't really walk on. I was like, well, rip up a section. I mean, we're going to be replacing this anyway. Your mom brought down the flooring with them, right? And he goes, no. I was like, you told me they fucking loaded it in the RV and we're bringing down the weird, like, snap together or whatever it is, extra flooring she had so that we could replace the rug out here. He goes, yeah, that's what she told me, but apparently they didn't. And I'm like, I said, we're never going to see that flooring. And he goes, no, probably not. Like, okay. So he sliced a corner or ripped up a corner next to the wall somewhere that we don't really traffic very much. And he looked, he goes, this is plywood or whatever they did the subfloor out of. He goes, it's subfloor. There's nothing in between. There's nothing between this and the subfloor. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you have the pet one, despite not having pets. Yeah, because we had a Bissell that I like ran into the ground. That's the one that broke right before Thanksgiving. We had that one for like 7 years, if not longer. And, I mean, it did okay. It did better than this one. I mean, the rug's not in the greatest shape to begin with, but, you know, it did alright considering all the hairballs and puppy missing the puppy pad, whether on purpose or not. Accidents, and sometimes Zuzu gets an attitude, and he's like, no, I'm gonna be here. I was like, get to the fucking puppy pad! He's like, nope. He does it just to be an asshole. We're gonna try a new puppy pad that, like, looks like fake AstroTurf when we get back. Probably towards spring so we can take it outside and hose it out once we get access to our outside water spigot again, because that's being held hostage by the camper. So we can't really get that until they leave. but when we get back, he's talking about just getting a decent Bissell. Because I saw one for like 150, 130, something like that, at Walmart on their website, so that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Because this thing just, oh, it is awful. Absolutely awful. I mean, it might work for lightly soiled areas and like sections that don't really get walked on very much. But this is prime real estate, high traffic area. And this thing ain't gonna cut it. I was kind of glad that he used it and decided that it was bullshit. Got yours a few years ago. Yeah, like apparently it was on a early Black Friday deal or something, and my mom said it was like $75 because they all chipped in on it, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't worth $75, I'm sorry. So she was kind of mad. I'm like, well, what do you expect? I mean, his mom's thinking was in the right place. It's just, Hoover should stick to vacuums, because that's what they know. And at first Russell was like, we had a Dyson. I'm like, no, we did not have a Dyson. He goes, yeah. I'm like, no. I was like, sweetie, we can't afford a Dyson. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, sweetie, they're like $700 for a fan, let alone, or a regular vacuum, let alone a specialty one that does, you know, shampooing. I was like, no. I said, I would love a Dyson, but we can't fucking afford it. That's like lottery money. I'm sorry. That ain't happening. Plus, I don't know how good they really are. I mean, people seem to like them, but I don't know what the reviews are recently. Now, see, that's decent to get a Dyson for. But full price? That ain't happening. Not for us, at least. I could not justify that full price in my brain. I'm sorry, no. So yeah, I was like really fucking disappointed too, because the rug really needed to be shampooed really bad. And I'm like, we're gonna go through this entire bottle of rug shampooer that they gave us in one session on this rug. Like, this is asinine. I mean, the tank was really easy to dump. That was fine. But like the water, the clean water section was so small that we did like 5 or 6 small-ish back and forths in one area, and like half the water tank was empty. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, this is dumb. But then again, I'm used to using a Bissell, so it wasn't one of the fancy Bissells that gets hot though. I had to make the water hot. It didn't keep the water hot. I looked at one of those, but that's like 190, and I'm like, I don't know if that's really necessary, because our hot water, is that the sound on the porch, or is it num nums?
Let's see anything else. Oh yeah, it's all nums. I open the thing, he's staring at me. Hi buddy, give me a second.
Because I can't access the window to look. But I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the other one was, I know it was under 150. I don't know if we really need to go that. Just to keep the water. And it doesn't make the water hot or something. It Like, you can't put cold water in and it's gonna heat it. It just, like, helps maintain it. And I'm like, I don't know. Our hot water heater is crazy in its temperature. They had to relight the pilot light when they moved the water meters or something. And I think they accidentally jacked up the temperature on the thermostat on it. Because ever since then, this thing's been, like, blazing hot. Like, have to mix cold water in or you're gonna fucking burn yourself hot. I originally don't think I was gonna put the fencing here, but... that looks kind of silly that far. We might need to adjust. I really wish it would fucking hurry up and get here, so it's here. So I can stop worrying about it. Be like, you lied, FedEx. So, you don't think this one has heat? You used it like twice a year. If I had the ability, I would probably use mine like twice a month. I don't have that much energy or patience. But so it's just like this weird like subfloor underneath of it, and Russell's like, oh right, and I was like, what? He goes, now I remember. I was like, what's the matter? He goes, there was a sewer line or a water line problem years ago with this house where the city had to come in. So it must have been city side something that happened. I don't know the full details because it was before I moved in, before we got married. And something about the city contractors had to come in and take out the flooring in the dining room so that they could dig a pit under the house to get to piping to fix something or replace something. He goes, that's why the carpet in this room is different than the carpet in the other room and in the hallway. I was like, really? I was like, I know you told me that somebody had to dig some kind of pit to fix something. I didn't think it was under the dining room though. I thought it was on like the side of the house. Like, he goes, no. I'm like, well then. He's like, yep. I was like, I always wondered where this rug came from, because the rug that's in that room looks very... just your dirty feet. We track in a lot of dirt here, because the litter boxes are in... we have one set of litter boxes in the kitchen and one set of litter boxes in our laundry room, and both of those rooms you have to traverse the dining room to get to them. And then the dining room is like the central room through the house to get to the kitchen, to get to our room, to get to the bathroom, to get to the laundry room. You know, it's like the place to walk there. So it's always dirty from that, from sand being tracked in from outside, dirt from the litter boxes getting stuck to the cat's feet, dust that gets kicked up through this fucking drafty ass house. Like, you can see the dust on the vehicles in the summer. Not pollen, dust, because it's brown. There'll just be a film of it everywhere from all the traffic kicking everything up. It's wild. And then, you know, the pet stuff. I can't be mad at them. They're old. Momo's peeing a lot more than he used to, so we're like, What are you doing, Ed? Oh, he found one of his crinkle balls. I'm like, why do you sound like you have a plastic bag? 'Cause that's what they sound like. They sound like a plastic shopping bag. They feel like when you touch them. But, yeah, so the rug in that room looks like office carpet. It doesn't necessarily look like indoor-outdoor carpeting, but it's like real flat. Like a real flat pile on it. And it's got this like weird texture to it that just screams like office or something. So they had to replace the subfloor out there and then replace the carpeting, and I guess that's what they had on hand. Because I'm like, yeah, this totally looks like something that you would see in like a professional office setting. Like this tannish brown utilitarian thing. The floor of your car looks like you've been at the beach all the time. Yeah. Oh my god. Our driveways, like we have a U-shaped driveway, or kind of like a U-shaped driveway, but like the curved part goes behind the house. And the one side of the driveway has a carport on it, and the other side doesn't. And we've been parking in the carport to protect the car from like the weather and stuff since she wasn't here. And the car hadn't been here for so long. Well, the car's back, so the car's just hanging out in the backyard now. But the driveway is basically dirt, and some like dirt tracks. There was stone, like pebbles, like rocks, like river rock kind of things, small bits of it. Damn it. In part of it, like, kind of like gravel, but not exactly. At least, you know, in the pull-ins parts on the one side, and then pulling up into the carport on the other side, like from the back, because the way the water runs down, it like runs all the shit to the backyard, so there was like divots starting to form from tire tracks from getting up into the concrete portion of where the carport side was. Well, slowly for like the past year, it's been getting worse on the carport side, where it was creating like quite a lip to get up into the carport, where like you're like thump trying to get up in there. It was very audible, and it kind of felt like you were in an all-terrain vehicle trying to get up there. We managed to get some bags of gravel, and now at the moment it is just so seamless driving into there. I'm like, oh my god, it's all better, at least temporarily. We were out there the one night before it was about to snow in the dark because we needed to get the weight out of the car in case we had to try to go somewhere, because the car's front wheel drive and the weight in the back also was like, no, that's not gonna do me any favors. So we're out there at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock with my flashlight ripping open bags of rocks, because there was a huge divot right next to our mailbox that the mail carriers have been creating, driving up to drop the mail off to get close enough to it. And it's like asphalt and then dirt, and for them pulling up, they're like pulling in the section between the asphalt and the mailbox, which is dirt, and they just keep creating a deeper and deeper and deeper tire track. We dumped like 2 bags of gravel in there. We actually need like 1 more, and now we need like 2 bags of gravel for the other side for where we pull in, because it feels like we're gonna tip when we try pulling in, to me. What was... This one? This one. Okay. You know what, can I just like move you? Because you're moving strangely. I have to redo the buttons on my keyboard. I have puffy paint on the keys I use the most, and I didn't make it robust enough when I added it, and so now it's hard to find my little nubs that I put on my keys so I know where they're at. So I need to redo those. I found my puff paint so I can do it. I just have to do it. That, and it'll fill with water. Yes, so it needed to be done, and we finally managed to do that. And so that was wonderful. But it's just been so seamless. Now we just have to try to keep it from getting washed down the driveway. Because that'll be aggravating. But I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. Sorry, we're just kind of working on some landscaping here, but I don't want to let it go to the last minute because then I forget to come back and do it later. And then I'm left sitting here, I'm like, why does this look so empty? Oh my god, this cat. These cats have lost their fucking minds. The past couple of days, they've been tearing through here at like 3 and 4 in the morning. I'm like, excuse you. I was like, if you wake up Momo, I'm gonna be pissed. I've thrown so much stuff away. And we've had so much packaging to get rid of from the stuff that showed up. We've got so many bags of trash for the trash guys Monday. I hope they're picking up on Monday. They're supposed to. Like, it won't even fit in our 2 trash cans. That's how much there is. It's like piled up on the porch now. And I'm like, I feel bad, but I got rid of some clothes that I'm not wearing anymore that weren't good enough to donate. They were a little too threadbare. They just weren't gently worn enough. And then we just had some other shit that we've accumulated that we're like, no, no. Why do we still have this? We thought we got rid of this before. I guess we talked about getting rid of it and didn't. That's not bad. Okay. You need to see, yeah, like it's been so long since we've like actually done a deep clean and got rid of so much shit. Because we're gonna do a spring cleaning at some point when we get back, and we're trying to figure out how to get rid of like the Bob Ross paint thinner, because I'm probably not going to be doing oil paint again. It's I like it, but it's a pain in the ass for dry time, for trying to find places to put it to dry and keeping it safe and all that. Alright, I'm just bringing up my list here. Okay, so this block needed Tasmanian devil, flying fox, giant burrowing cockroach, monarch butterfly, an adult rest area, a child's playroom with the 4 education stations, Missy Good, street fox information, and a bathroom. So we have to figure out what we're gonna do next here. coming in this way and a path going that way. Spectacled flying fox. Tasmanian devil and butterfly we still need. So we could take the Tasmanian devil back here somewhere. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay, so come in here and we come in here. What if we not my biggest. It might be. Come on. I had you like briefly. Are none of these shapes like super big? Why is it that when I want a shape that's super big, I can't find it? It's just as big as we get, huh? Alright, let me see here. So, alright, that looks like that's about the width there. Now, I'm just kind of dicking around here at the moment. Trying to figure this out. So this shape is probably not gonna be super on point here, but we'll get the idea. change your color to this. Num nums?
Yeah.
What's he mad about? Okay, so in theory, put you there. Oh, I did that backwards. Oops. My bad. So this is just a real rough idea. Like real rough. Just trying to kind of figure out the shape that I want this to be. So I can figure out what's, like, where I really want to put it, you know? So this is probably, like, the base shape of our kids' building, I'm thinking. Maybe. Question is, where do we want that to sit? So this is gonna have a sign here. This is gonna have a sign here. Make sure I didn't grab anything else. Alright, so if we... Oh, right, the gondola track. That's gonna cut through there. So... Let me get rid of you. I was gonna say, really, every other time, all I do is click you when I don't want to. And the one time I want to click you, you're like, nah. Nope, we're going to this direction. shouldn't interfere with the gondola track, 'cause I can curve out around it. Okay. So, pathway. Do this one here. Alright, so we go with that to start with. Now we have to figure out what kind of floor we want in this place. We haven't really made any interiors. Alright, let's see. Do we want a fancy floor? I mean, that feels kind of beachy. But I don't know. Hold on, did we, what flooring did we, hold on. What flooring did we put in? Oh, okay, we used that. We'll use that same piece. That'll work. However, we do have to do pathway. Oh, it's not curved though. That might not work. Okay. Let me say we have our actual pathway here. So it's gonna be indoors. I mean, we could go with a slightly fancier guy here. Go with like the crazy one. Need something that's not going to drive me crazy. Pergo. I mean, it's stone, but we might be able to pass it off as tile. That's really dark. Alright, I don't know what I did, but let's fix that. Okay. I would like this more if I could change the colors on it. That kind of like space discovery looking grass. I really didn't want grass for an interior, but maybe? Stop it. Stop it. Look, buddy. I mean, I could see it kind of working. For, you know, kids to be running around in. Very obstructed. Edit. Oh, because you're already there. Okay, that's fine. Like, why the motherfucker are you obstructed? Okay, so if we do you there. It doesn't have to be like super exact onto the shape here, but at the same time, oh goodness, that's not gonna work. Okay. Let me get rid of you for the time being. Okay, is this... Alright, we probably do need the ones here in order to properly... I'm trying to remember how I got away with this in the other building. And I don't. Stupid branches. This might be terribly, terribly misshapen. By the time we're done. Alright, so let me get out a pathway. Let me start ripping pieces off of here. Okay, so this piece could be like just a touch smoother. like I was hoping that you would be a little bit more cooperative here. Now, all of this that I'm doing might be for nothing. If I can't, get it to behave. So we're a little, like, we're okay-ish back here, but we're not so great here. Alright. Not really sold on that grass either. I might end up just making it null and doing our own floor. Potentially. Well, I forgot I moved the wrist or the elbow rest on that. It's like some stuff looks okay as flooring, and then other stuff really doesn't. I mean, it looks okay, but horizontal wall roof. I'm sorry, what? Wooden horizontal plank wall floor. Horizontal wooden plank wall roof flat. Oh, okay, so one's thicker than the other. Is what I think that means. Can we color this? We can. Oh wait, is there a mud floor? There is mud floor. So if we... that could... potentially work. Oh, I heard flamingos. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Wish I could make the text bigger on my chat thingy. Alright, so what if we plop you here? Alright, I'm gonna end up getting rid of that pathway that's under there. Because, like, it just doesn't, like, as much as I want to make that work, it just don't look right. Okay, so we do that there. You know what, we are gonna have to extend that one over. So this isn't going to be quite the same shape that we were originally looking at here. It'll be similar. It's going to be more of like an oblong shape here, I think. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking that'll probably be enough. Oh. Okay. Potentially, probably. Alright, let me come back into here. Try to find all the pathway under this. We'll just do null. I think we might be flat enough. I might have to make it a little bit flatter. I'll probably do something to deal with our seams here. So let's see. So can I? Oh, okay, that'll work, I think. Okay, so we have to have the 4 education stations, right? So if we plant their asses in the little alcove. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So now let me come into facilities. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I was gonna say I have no idea what time it is in this setup. Oh, there's my clock. Okay. All right, so we need 4 doodles. So I'm thinking maybe. What is this? Seriously? We have to have the pathway down first. Okay. So of course we do. Alright. Okay. Can we go grid here? Alright, we can't go too far out that way, or we... Alright, we will try to connect those off grid. Alright, so this way... Or maybe we can't connect them off of grid. Really? Is this just how we're gonna have to... Okay, so this is just gonna be silly. They're just like all... No, I need you. How the fuck did I get you to go in there that time? Like, you're like perfectly in there. Or am I gonna have to put them on the outer? I don't want to put them on the outer. I wanted them on the inner. Alright, hold on. Let me rip everything out of here. Okay. Are you just gonna like refuse to... You're really gonna bottleneck like that? I mean, I guess I can work with that, maybe. Oh, hey Zorts. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, let me get rid of that one. Did I? Okay, let me get rid of those two. Okay, you need to let go. Is this seriously gonna... Hi, Momo. What's the matter? I'm being glared at. Just popping by, gonna go lay down, still feeling crappy. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. What's the matter, Momo? What? You need to go potty? What? Oh, that was you. I thought you hurt yourself. What's the matter?
Hi.
Do we have to go potty?
Good morning.
We just want our tummy rubbed. That's all we want. So it's not bad as far as janky Planet Zoo pathway goes. I am mad about this one corner being dead now because I can't seem to get it to connect with anything here. That's okay. I mean, the only thing we could really do there would be to potentially add an entrance in there, but that might make everything else all jankified. And we really don't want to do that any further than it already is. Alright. I mean, we could do something there. Okay, so we need to see what these guys look like. As long as I've got room for them to walk, I guess. It does feel a little cramped, though. Now, can I... Okay, no, you have to be on the pathway. Okay, so we don't really have much of a choice there. Alright, so if I put you there... And this guy is like so tiny by comparison. What?
Oh, your fish bubbler fell. I figured why there was so much wire here.
Well, the cats were fucking around under there the other last night, so who the hell knows?
Good. Here we go. I know, get you.
Okay, so we got that one there. And how big are these guys? I think that's like supposed to be cats of the world or something. Cat noises. What's the time window on your desk?
Oh, I have no idea.
Watch them not deliver it just to fuck with us. Okay. Should this and this one be reversed, maybe?
Still says today by end of day.
What do they consider end of day, I wonder?
No idea. It's only 2:40.
Yeah, but it is a Saturday, so I don't know how late FedEx delivers on a Saturday. Okay. That feels a little bit better balanced slightly. Alright. Let's come back into construction. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Those guys are tiny. Teeny tiny. Alright. There's more than just those two though, right? There should be. Yeah, we got the tile plates too. Really? The longest one we have is 2? Can't even give us 4. Alright. What if we... Okay, did that. And that. What color is that one? Oh, okay. Looks a little bit better. What if we went with the brown there? I mean, it's not terrible. Okay. You are definitely crooked. Oh, we should do a shout out for Zorts. Okay, so their feet might clip a little bit in here. That's like just the way it's probably gonna be. Where's my... There we go. Alright, so that kind of hides the seam there. And then that kind of take to there. Alright, we have a little bit of a gap there, but I think the wall's probably going to cover that. If it doesn't, we'll figure that out. Oh, how are we going to cover that? Okay, that looks like that's about even with the seam. Alright, so I'm gonna put that to here. Right? That might... It's going to clip a little bit there, but I think that's going to be okay. And then here. Oh, that comes out a a lot further, doesn't it? Alright, so if I put you there, alright, we'll come back and we will deal with that middle piece in just a bit. I'll pop the flashlight on here. Just to help us see a bit because of the pathway being highlighted. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. Okay, I'm okay with that happening there. Because I'm gonna put a seam in between. And then this guy. Is gonna go there. And we're gonna bring you across to there. So how's everybody on this Saturday? Anybody get any snow yet? I know north of us got dumped on pretty good up in Missouri and Illinois. And parts of Iowa. So tomorrow we're going to be doing art on the channel. I'm nervous and excited because we're going to be getting back into our Bob Ross stuff. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because we're going to be attempting the test sketch for the cowboy one from season 10, the infamous cowboy one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this guy off, needle felting him. Like, I don't know, man. We'll try. My confidence level is not high for this. You had sleet this morning, but now it's 51 out and raining. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? We had, oh gosh, our thunderstorms. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys. The thunderstorms we had Thursday night. We weren't getting anything, and we had to run to Walmart to see if they had an adapter cable for the new monitor, because we forgot that this PC has some kind of weird display port thing. Instead of like a standard double HDMI, it has like one HDMI and then has this weird funky ass display port thing that you need a different cable for, and so we had to try to run to Walmart to try to find one. I think we ended up grabbing one for like a TV instead of a PC. It seems to be working, which I guess is all that really matters. And on the way there, we saw it like lightning like maybe twice. And then on the way home, we saw it flash like maybe 2 or 3 times, and we're like, oh, okay. Like, that was it. Nothing too crazy. Okay, you just want to be difficult for me right now? Is that what this is? Okay, as long as you're not like being weird and sticking up out of the ground, that's fine. And then I was looking at the radar. I'm like, are we just not gonna get anything? Because it did storm in Fayetteville before we left. Apparently, it was like on the one side of Fayetteville, like formed in the middle of town. And it went off to the east, and I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. We didn't really get a piece of it. That's fine. Really didn't want the severe weather anyway. And then we got home. And we're starting to try to get... I'm starting to try to get stuff placed where I want it on my desk and stuff, and trying to get everything back up and functioning. We're trying to get the internet connected to my PC, so I popped my Kindle up. And I brought the weather radar up because I'm like, I haven't been able to check on the weather in hours properly. So I'm watching, and then I noticed that we didn't have the internet hooked up on my PC yet, so we did that, and I brought up Facebook, and our weather guys that are local to the news station here were on Facebook Live. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I quick popped in there, and I'm like, oh, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for the next town over. We're like just out of the sliver. That's fine. They can keep it. And about like 10 minutes later, I noticed, wait, they issued one for us. We're in this one. When the fuck did they issue this? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, it was like 60-mile-an-hour winds or something to that effect, and what looked to be either pea-size or nickel hail or something, and I was like, okay. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like thinking about it for a minute, and we had the secondary portable phone base for the house unplugged for our room, but we have the main base in my mom's room. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, hey. He goes, what? I said, the phone didn't ring. He goes, what? I said, did you hear the phone ring in the past 10 minutes? He goes, no. I said, son of a bitch, we're not getting the fucking code red weather warning calls again. This is not the first time this has happened. And I'm like, what the fuck? And apparently some people were saying they got a text message. And I'm like, well, that does you a lot of good on a fucking landline. They're supposed to call, and the phone never rang. So I might see if he's willing to redo it with his cell phone, because this is bullshit. Fortunately, it was just wind and hail, but if it was something more serious, that's a fucking problem. Why does this look crooked? It's technically not, but it sure looks it. Wow, so many others plague the... Yeah, like... We actually got a phone call the other day, and they were being sketchy about how they were answering the phone, and Russell's like, "You're a bot," and then they're like, "No, I am not." And they're like, "Please hold," when he was trying to ask them what the fuck was going on. They're like, "Why do you want to talk to so-and-so?" "Please hold," and we're like, "What?" "No, just tell me what the fuck you want." So he hung up on them. Because he's like, "Man, these automated systems are getting really good." And then the same people called back, and he's like, "Oh, okay." They wanted to talk to his mom about her cataract, whatever she had coming up.
To be fair, they didn't say please hold, they just put me on hold.
Oh, I thought they told you to hold.
No.
Oh, that's a little different.
They just put me on hold without any kind of discussion or nothing.
They probably thought, "Fuck you, I'm not a bot." But they could have said, they could have laughed or, you know, said something about, "Oh no, I'm not a bot." Or, you know, made some sort of comment, "Oh, I'm sorry you've been having trouble with that lately, but, you know, this is so-and-so from here. Can we talk to so-and-so?" It's like, what? I mean, at least if it was conversational. Let me come back into facilities. Ross just gave them existential dread, though. It still might have been a partial automated call. Don't know. Alright, so. Now, why are you... Really? I'm gonna have to... Nope, hand, don't shift. Alright, we'll do this. Alright. You almost look straight. But you don't exactly look super... It's probably as good as I'm gonna get it, right? So... Maybe that should be in the back. Yeah, you know what? Let me... Sorry, I'm gonna flip you after all that. was just so bizarre. But yeah, we never got our weather warning phone call, and I'm kind of pissed. We've redone it at least once already. Shit. And we took off the flood warning because we don't really need to know about that where we're at specifically. Not really an issue for us in this location. And it was still giving us flood warning notifications, and I'm like, what the hell? The one night we never got a phone call and it was a tornado warning. Our address was in there, we never got it. The only reason we knew was because I was watching a weather live stream. Why are you being weird about connecting to the pathway here? You weren't a second ago. Because I tweaked you? Yeah. Really, you're just gonna... Oh. Why? Why did you do that? Do I have... Why are you being so difficult? Okay, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take it and run with it. But I'm all sorts of upset over that. Like, I was beginning to think, is it down for maintenance? And nobody said a fucking thing? Did the system malfunction? Like, I don't know. I might have you redo that and add your cell phone number. Just so we get some sort of notification. Because that's kind of bullshit. Okay, let me do this right now because I'm gonna forget. Okay. So we've got that. Alright, technically, I don't need that one there now. Alright. You think most places are just phasing out landline calls, like texts are so much more common? Yeah, except our fucking phone provider, our internet, we couldn't get the one plan from them at the one price unless we installed a landline. And my mom was wasting so much money on like the track phone cards. I'm like, Mom, we have long distance. We purposely put long distance on this. So you didn't have to deal with that. And then their track phones got phased out. But I'm like, if we have to pay for this, let's fucking use it. Because I don't want to be paying for something that we're not fucking using. Oh boy, we're gonna have to make you a double tall building because of Mr. Giraffe. Which is slightly annoying. I can see to get Mr. Giraffe's. Alright, so where is Mr. Giraffe on this? Okay, maybe not a double tall. Is that FedEx? I heard brakes squeak. Or was that just a squeaky car?
I see no van.
Fucking hell.
Deep breath, honey. You'll be okay.
Well, I'm worried it's not gonna show up now. Okay, so... You're like just at the top of that. Guess that kind of works. I'm such a little kid when I'm waiting for stuff that's out for delivery. I'm the person that just sits in front of the window glued to it. Like a little kid that had outdoor plans when it rains. It's just like, why? Okay, let me drop this guy. Oh. Why do you... Oh, was I not? There we go. I guess I wasn't in the right spot, maybe? Is that matching up? I guess so. So the fish is still alive. He looked a little bit better when we put him back in his original tank. And we took the little jellyfishes out of my jellyfish lamp that started making a loud grinding noise. That kind of defeated the purpose of being a nightlight for, if it's so loud that you can't sleep. And we threw those in the tank. We're like, maybe you'll like this entertainment. I don't know. Okay, I need... Where's our... Oh, okay, that's what I did. Alright. Couldn't remember. We've only built this like 5 times now. Hi! You're happy today. You are a happy guy today. Momo's just walking around wagging his tail today, huh? You happy guy today? Yeah? Oh my goodness. We're so happy. I'm not sure why we're so happy, but we are, and I'll take it. I don't always... I mean, he's still acting a little weird. We don't know how much time Vinnie Two Fins has, but he seems a little bit better. At least marginally. We usually only feed him once a day, but he was up near the top, hanging out near where the feeding hole had been on the other tank. And I'm like, are you hungry? You might be hungry. So, I just dropped a couple pieces of food in, and we ended up doing away with the rocks that we had in the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to get in here, and it's not working real well here. Alright, that's pretty even there. Alright, we'll take that. Just so it doesn't look like they're walking into a solid wall. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. If he makes it, he makes it. I just totally shifted that out of place. 'Cause I'm a doof. Ah, not too bad. Okay. So he's kind of chilling in his new location. Okay, drop that down there. Okay, so we've got... This isn't the only bathroom I'm putting in this section, but I figured, you know, little kid area. Probably should have something. I'm sadly excited to get the new fluff bags fluff filled. I'm like, yeah, bigger bags. And they're gonna be within arm's reach now. I'm not gonna have to get up and wander halfway across the room, and then Russell will also not be knocking them off the wall anymore, getting in and out of bed. We won't have any more clothespin casualties. From the cheap Dollar Tree clothespin snapping. Alright, let's see. So we need a sign. Oh, we need Big Bad Construction sign. We have to take Oceania off. Is this the one we want? Yeah. Okay. Background color. Alrighty. So, I mean, like, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to approach this. I was originally thinking something maybe a little bit bigger, but there's only the 4 things that are going to go in here. And we haven't done that many interior buildings on this one. What lighting was I using over here? These guys. You know what? Yeah, but can I... Thank you. Thank you. Lost where I was. There we are. So if we duplicate this guy... Alright, how are you... Okay, you seem to be facing the wrong direction. There we go. So I think we're gonna name this building like, I don't know. Discovery Outpost is a little wordy. We might just name it the Outpost. The Outpost Learning Center. We might just call this whole section the Outpost. Because, you know, I gotta fit it on the sign for the section to enter here. Alright, let me grab you. That was just easier to do it this way. Okay, now I need to deal with our floor seams. I think it's under wall decoration. And should be under here. So this is kind of like the piece that we used on our sign there. I'm just gonna plop that here for a second. Alright, so colors, colors, colors. Okay, I'll go with the darker color there. Oof. That might be the better option. Let's see here. Alright, let me take that off. Now, will it be perfect? No. It won't be, but kind of deal with any jankiness for where those guys are meeting up. Let's see, how do I want to deal with this one? Because it's like just off enough. Why is that so off? Hold on. That might have been all me. You know what? That one's good enough there. And then that a little bit there. Alright, so like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, stretchy, stretchy. I know my back was pissed yesterday. Kept feeling like my tailbone area was trying to pull out of place, and I'm like, no, no. No, no, I got stuff to do. We can't be playing this game today. Too much to do. Too much to do. Like every step I was taking, I was like, oh. It's like, oh shit. So I don't know how much of that's gonna really be visible when we get the other walls up. It depends on what I do for the outside walls. I might do some glass on these outside walls. Potentially. Yeah, no, it was not good. Like, I picked up a gallon of milk, no lie, and was carrying it to the front of the store because we didn't grab a cart. And just the weight of the gallon of the milk was like, oh my god, what is happening? I was like, why is this so fucking heavy? And why does it feel like all of the vertebrae in my lower back are just being fucking compressed on top of each other? Why? It's a little better today. But like every step through Walmart, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, I need to sit down. I was beginning to wish it would just pop out of place and be done with it at that point, because I was like, oh my word. Like, Patty, why? Why do you hate me so? Hopefully they don't bottleneck too much in here. I'm not even sure how much, or yeah, how much foot traffic's gonna come through here. But we'll see. I don't see it being too much. Because it's not like we have any animals or anything in here. It's just literally our education things and stuffs. Okay, so alright, we're gonna need lighting in here. So let's come into here. Alright, we take tropical pack off now. Wood color, plastic color. There it is. I couldn't find it. I was like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck did it go? All right. How do we want to light this up? I don't know how I want to light this up. Like, we could go to the side of it. That was not me. Husband's phone made a noise. See, I'm too preoccupied. Alright, so we'll do that there, and if the arrow would like there we go. Well, that's probably close. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. For fuck's sake. It's not a stream day unless there's fuckery going on. All of the fuckery. I would like to sell my share of this circus. If anyone's interested, we can talk. Because I've had enough of it. More than enough. To last me a lifetime. Like, completely. Yes, the DMs are definitely wide open. Let's chat. So let's see here. Because for fuck's sake. That was his mom calling. I guess maybe that was her that texted him and he didn't answer. So then she called him like almost immediately. And, she's like, is my room set up or good to go? And Russell's like, what? He's like, no, but I can make it be. And he's like, what's going on? And he started to get some information from her, and then she was being like really fucking long-winded about the answer, and he's like, I'll be right there. So, and I said to him, I said, what's going on? And he goes, she was asking if her room was cleaned up, because we haven't gotten that far yet. Because we've, you know, been busy. And he goes, I think it's because of how cold it's gonna be after they bought these fucking straw bales to make the thing warmer. And last night she goes, oh, it's already warmer in there. And I'm like, okay. What the fuck ever. And he goes, I think it's because of the cold, but I'm not sure. He goes, I need to go see what the fuck's going on. And she was taking so long, he goes, I'll just come out there. Because he knew I muted, and so nothing was happening while this was going on. Because I didn't know who it was on the phone. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. We've been up since like 9:30. You're just gonna... Why aren't you... You're just gonna mention something now? Really? We're just gonna... Okay. Every time he's like, it's not our problem, don't worry about it. It's not our problem, don't worry about it. Sweetie, I love you to pieces. And maybe it's because it's your mom and you're used to dealing with her. Nothing is ever their problem or her problem. It's always made our problem. Every damn time. So these are supposedly editable. I'm not sure if I want to use these. Oh. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. We're gonna go art shapes. Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, why? And then that means she's gonna be traipsing back and forth either through our room or my mom's room at some point here. I'm like, and now we don't know why. I had the... Okay, so... Nope, come back. I need to see your size. So that's what you look like. Oh, my patience are so thin. I feel like bigger might be better here. Since it's like supposed to be big and well, this is like the or at least like the word welcome should be big. Yeah. Yeah. Because at this point, my mom's less of a fucking pain in the ass than his is at this point, right now, at this very moment. My mom's been relatively well behaved since she came down here. I'm still skeptical after everything else, but Russell seems to think that it was more a product of everything else going on. The question is, am I gonna get you in here? I don't know if I am. We might have to go with the smaller ones just due to size. Every time I look at this, I think it's a G. I mean, I've got a little wiggle room, but not much here. I don't think I've got 2 letters worth. Oof. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, my brain has just been like in overdrive for so long. The last time it really had a break, I guess would be, I mean, it's hanging off the wall there. But I don't necessarily hate that. That might be okay. It's just been a whole... Oh, probably because we're in... Here. I'm trying to think. We went to Key West last in 2018. We weren't alone though. His mom was with us and the dogs were with us. last trip that we took that we were alone, I guess would have had to have been... I don't know if I like it on there. I think we'll just go single on this one. Welcome to... I guess when we went to go get my mom on the way up there, because, you know, obviously on the way back she was with us. So, I think that happened when we came back from Florida, because we had our friend Tyler staying here, or at least hanging out here, off and on, in between him working while we were gone and checking in on the animals and stuff, that, like the cats. Oh, you know what? That's silly. We can do that. Oh, look, he's back.
Okay.
Do I need to mute?
No, not really.
Okay.
Due to the sub 20 temperatures coming in and the 10 days of freezing cold and the fact that the hose going to them already has a freeze in it, so they have no water access, and they haven't had it since like last night. My mother's going to stay in her room. My aunt is going to go to my other aunt with the dogs, and she's going to load up antifreeze in the camper to keep it safe until the cold spell's over.
How about we turn off the faucet?
I already did.
Okay. So, to prevent a further problem.
And I'm going to wrap some towels around it for extra insulation just in case.
Well, can we just disconnect her thingy and put the cover back over it?
I'd almost rather wrap it in towels and let her heated thing keep that section heated.
Is it safe to put the towels on there?
Yeah, it's just towels.
I don't know.
It could do no harm. But I have to go...
I didn't know how hot that got, so...
It doesn't get that hot. Alright, so I'm going to go do the insulation bit real quick. Then I've got to go clean my mother's room.
Shouldn't you clean her room first?
She won't be out here till tonight.
Okay.
They've got shit to do before they come in here, so...
I wish she had said something sooner.
They just made the decision.
Jesus Christ.
Well, again, they were debating what options they had.
So wait, which sister is she going to? The one in Fayetteville or the one in Oklahoma?
Doreen, I believe. She gets along better with Doreen, and Doreen gets along better with dogs.
So we just wasted all the money on hay bales for no reason.
Well, they're going to come back after the worst of the freeze is over. But for this long-term sudden drop, they're going to...
So is Loretta taking your mom's car then?
I assume so. That's my assumption.
They're not going to leave any heaters or anything running in that thing while they're gone,
I'm pretty sure they're not, because they're putting antifreeze in all the water pipes.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is gonna be an involved thing. They didn't do this on a whim. This is gonna be a bitch and a half for her. So.
Well, she wanted an RV.
Yep. All right. So let me.
Oh my God.
Trying to figure out why these pants are so fucking loose, and I go to tie them up in order to make them tighter. Now I know why.
We should have got you more pants.
Yeah, but we didn't think of it.
No, I tried to get you to get more
also,
pants.
I have a few good ones. I just happen to not be wearing them.
You only have 2, don't you?
I think I got 3, maybe. Good enough.
He just showed me the string from his sweatpants. It snapped. He's like, yeah, that would be why that they wouldn't tighten. Probably, sweetie, probably. So again, those DMs are open. my biggest concern with the towels is if it snows, isn't it just putting the fucking frozen towels on top of it?
It's still got some air to it. Again, I'd much rather her heated thing be connected to it.
Would it be better to take some of the cardboard that we've got out there?
We could try to make a cover for it.
And make a box to put over the towel?
Well, you put the box around the thing, then put the towel around it to insulate the box. So yeah, I can do that. I'll do that in a little bit, okay?
That or grab two or three of her hay bales and make a little archway around it.
That's not. I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay.
I can't really demolish them to put them there or nothing. So.
I wasn't talking about demolishing them. I was just talking about walking them up, still strung, and placing it around it.
You still have to block the air. It's okay. We'll deal with it.
Okay. The 26th cannot come fast enough. I think that's the day we leave. I would have to check my calendar. It's either the 25th or the 26th, but I think it's the 26th. We need to be in Key West by the 29th, 28th. I think we leave the 26th. No, it's not. And like, I've still got some projects to deal with here. Like getting my yarn wall resituated. Trying to figure out where I'm going to put all of my yarn because I didn't realize I had so much. I was finding buckets of it everywhere. Oh yeah, it still feels like forever. Like, I'm ready to pack. I said to him, I'm like, let's go. Like, let's just go. We can't because we have hotel reservations. But him and I are both like so ready just to get the fuck out of here for a little bit. Like, the car is ready to go. We've got the proper phone holder, the phone chargers for the car that are working now. We've got our trip snacks. Like, we're ready. We're beyond ready to go. Like, let's just get the fuck out of here. But alas, we can't. Just yet. Okay, so come back into here. Sorry if I've been a little scattered today. I am pretty tired still. And of course Momo kept waking me up, and then I took some Benadryl after I brought him in at like 5:30, and then I didn't fall back asleep till, oh shit, I don't know if I can get this in here. Well, let's see. I didn't fall back asleep till like 6:30. Something happened and the husband got up at 8:30. My alarm went off at 9:30. I turned it off and I was so fucking exhausted I accidentally fell back asleep till 10:30. I had no idea what time it was when I did wake up. I was like, oh god, it's probably like 12:30. I need to get my ass up. And I finally found my Kindle on the bed and I was like, what time is it? 10:30. I was like, oh, okay. Because I kind of woke up to him opening the front door. I'm like, what's the matter? I said, did the cables come yet? And he goes, yeah. We're waiting for 2 charging cables, for an extra charging cable for his phone and for my Kindle so I can have it for chat while we're streaming, so I don't have to turn my neck all funky. Oh, that's really gonna hang off, isn't it? let's see. If it doesn't hang off too much. Yeah, it's like already felt like forever. I'm just like, can we just go? Like, I've been wanting to do laundry and then pack like the trip clothes and just be done with it, but some of it I need to still wear in the meantime. So that's not really gonna help me too much. So. Alright, so if we do something like that, I know that stuff is hanging off the edge there a bit. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to feed her dinner. Right. Because their food's gonna be in the RV. And if they're in the process of winterizing the RV at the moment, again, those DMs are open. If anyone would like an extra mother-in-law. Maybe we can make a deal. Oh, hold on. What if... Oh, that's my mom's door. I was like, what the fuck's all the banging? Thanks, sweetie. You're dropping all of the recycling in the bins right outside the window and making a heap ton of noise. I have no idea if it's coming through the microphone or not. That probably did. Sell anything on Craigslist. Maybe Facebook Marketplace. Maybe that's an option. Right? I mean, people sell the weirdest kind of shit on Facebook Marketplace too, right? See, now he's gonna be mad and be like I need to hurry up and get this shit done, so now he's gonna be like slamming shit around. Alright, so if we do that... I need to see this from out here. So if we do this, my only concern is the giraffe gonna look funny? Oh, I missed a... Oops. Oops, doodles. will say, it is kind of cold in our room right now. He has a thermostat, or not a thermostat, he has a thermometer on the space heater that he had to buy to replace the one that his aunt absconded with. That's in the trailer. And when we woke up, it was 57 in our room. Let me see. What is the current temperature? It is 27 currently degrees Fahrenheit with a feels like of 17. What in the fuck is he doing? And it looks like we're expecting a low of -1 tonight. Tomorrow's high is going to be 8 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. Chance of precipitation 89%. Tomorrow night's low 2 degrees. So, fun times. Alright, so if we do that, can we... What the hell are you doing on the porch?
Oh, one of the wind chimes fell down, and I had it on the chair, and I just put something on top of it, and it just knocked it all over the place.
No, there's a lot more banging going on out there.
I was dumping the recycling in the recycling bin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we're good.
6 meter, 10 meter, 4 meter square. Can I, like, get you to... Nope, nope, I had you briefly. Look, ho. Why? Oh. Let's see. Where's my key? I don't know if this will fit. It feels fucking cold in here. Like right this very moment. Alright, so that's not quite gonna... do it. Okay, so that needs to be... Okay, can I twist you? Like, just a smidgen? Okay, you're still not really... Okay, so what if we... Alright, that one's gonna be even worse. How in the fuck? Am I suppose to roof you? Yeah, my dumb fucking ideas. Alright, It's 42 now. Snow and rain predictions throughout the week. Yeah, I think I saw something about more snow potential one day this week. I don't remember which one. So I can't really... What if we... So that... What if I... Square corner. I take you up to like here. You're still a little off though. Well, you're more than a little off actually. Alright. Even that aside, how the fuck are we gonna roof this? Genie? Maybe. Just maybe. You should have thought about that. Any other point? During this. Like it almost looks like it'll fit, but okay, so if fucking roofs. If I do that, your head's still kind of sticking up there, so if we go with that, we could do that there. I guess we're gonna need some, I guess I didn't need that flower there after all. My head hurts. The question is it hurting from stress? Or is it hurting from the incoming weather? Either, entirely possible. To be there. Thanks. I need to look up under here. Because I don't know. What? Okay, seriously? Okay, I'm just gonna drop you there. And well, no, that's not gonna work because is that the tallest one we have? It is. Okay. Looks like a little umbrella for a drink. I don't really drink anymore. I didn't really drink that much before when I did drink. But that looks like a good idea right about now. I guess that's not a bad marriage point there. I'm hearing some kind of weird ass fucking vibration and I have no idea what the hell it is. So if you guys are hearing it, I do apologize. It's not constant, but it's definitely a what the fuck is happening kind of sound, because I can feel the sound. It almost felt like a grinding or something. Just the traffic? I think the answer about the headache is yes. All of the above. Oh my god. I can hear the dog outside. Crazy ass dog. I have no idea if I grabbed all of them. I guess we'll find out.
My attachment thing for the...
Oh, for the desk?
Uh-huh.
Why the fuck was it in her room?
I don't know. I think I tried to use it there at one point for something. Or I just put it there because I was trying to find a place to put it that way.
Oh, were you? No, that wouldn't have made sense. Never mind. the clamp to his desk light went missing for a while. We weren't really sure why. It went missing for a while, but it did. Now see, that one looked like it wasn't in the right position, but... If the roof would get the fuck out of the way. Alright, you know what? We're gonna take that. Alright, so... I'm gonna call that enough there. Okay, so that kind of works there. I still have to figure out what we're gonna do on the outer wall here. I mean, I think the traffic noise is probably always gonna be a thing. As long as we're here. Like, my microphone's facing away from it, so I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time that it's picking up. I know it's echoey in here at the moment, and I do apologize for that. I almost want to do glass here. God damn, my feet are freezing. Not a big deal, just... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was weird. I don't know if it was something Russell was doing. Like, it almost... Oh, sorry about that. I have to pop my knuckles from time to time, or else my hands get real stiff and they don't want to work. It almost sounded like... Can we get these pieces with window cuts in them? That would be fantastic. It almost sounded like a helicopter, but not exactly. And I was like, what? It sounded slightly more grindy. I don't know, it was weird. He turned his space heater off and now I'm freezing. Hi, Zuzu! Bye! They get all weirded out when we start cleaning. It's probably not a good sign. Okay, so off-grid. No, I want you on-grid, actually. Alright, so I guess I'd have to go with you. I can't change the color on you. But we could probably add some like wood trim or something. Oh, fucking hell, really? Okay, so if I do the bigger one, I'm gonna have to go with that grid height, because if I go to where it's supposed to be, oh, you're just gonna flicker. Are you flickering real bad on the front? Yeah. With you to make you stop doing that. They did do the update finally. to the modular shop stuff that came in. So it should no longer be corrupting save files. What is a slight flicker there? However, that might just be from the sun if it stops after we stop moving, which looks to be what's going on there. I'm gonna stick some wood trim over that, so even if it's not actually the sun hitting that, it should be okay. But yeah, we'll stick some wood trim on that just to help kind of tiki up this joint, and I'll probably drop some mulch in here, and we can do some plants. Since they're not going to be walking in this particular spot, maybe we can find some statuary to put in there with it. Yeah, so that sounds like a plan. We're gonna go ahead and stop there for today. I know we didn't finish our kids' education outpost. So that means I'll probably be pulling these pieces off, even though that did help there. It was gonna be more trouble than it's worth, so I think we're gonna go with like this design back here. I think that's what we'll end up doing. And I don't know what we're gonna use to roof in this section. I'll figure that out later. But we got some landscaping done today over around in here. We got the keeper hut finished for the bug hut. We decided what we're gonna call this section. I know we didn't get real far today, but I really wasn't trying to speed through it anyhow, and I really had to sit here and think through what on earth we were gonna do with this anyway. But I think we're off to a good start. Like I said, I'm gonna end up ripping out these arches. I want them there, but at the same time, they look weird, but I think it's okay to have some of the chunky letters hanging off the edge a little bit. You know, I think it'll be alright. So we'll leave it at that for today. Tomorrow we'll be testing out the new camera, seeing how it goes. We'll be busting out our colored pencils and trying to do a quick for me, mock-up sketch of Season 3, Episode 10, Bob Ross's Joy of Painting, the cowboy one. We're gonna see. I'm really bad at doing people, even silhouettes, so this is gonna be probably a hot mess, but I think that's my biggest apprehension about it, is because I'm really bad with people, like really, really bad. So silhouettes might be a little bit easier. We'll see. It might just look like a disfigured Freddy Krueger in shadow. We'll try. But no promises on that. Tomorrow. We'll see. And then I have to try to redo it in needle felting. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. That's my silhouette is all I can kind of manage with people. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work as a silhouette with needle felting. It might just look like a really deformed tree. We'll see. I told you guys I would at least try the sketch, and we'll see how the sketch comes out. But yeah, that's on tap for tomorrow. And if I think we can attempt it in needle felt, then that's what we'll do on Monday. Baby steps here. let's take a look at what the sketch is going to look like first. And then we'll figure it out from there. So that's what's on tap for tomorrow. You guys stay warm. Hopefully we'll still be in functioning order tomorrow. We made it through one previous time where our wind chills dipped it to like 20 below last year, I think. Was it last year or was the year before? I don't know. I don't remember the mother-in-law being here for that. I think they may have already left at that point. It might have been the year before last. Because I don't remember it being quite that cold last year. And last year they were here kind of biding their time until I got the insurance money payout from my dad's life insurance so we could give her the cash to pay off the sewer line repair that we borrowed from her. So it had to have been the year before last, and we survived then. So hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing freezes on the house side. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if the husband streams tonight. I'm not sure if he's going to be at this. Right. Okay, just don't light that thing on fire. But yeah, I gotta go get dinner started. I will see you all tomorrow, migraine permitting, of course. Until next time, you guys. Have a good one.